guys, welcome to another episode of Small Steps to Freedom, and a special welcome to the last 50 plus subscribers that we got within the last week. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you so much for enjoying the content and giving us such amazing feedback. Now, this episode we'll be talking about repo rates, prime rates, why you should care about them, and how they actually impact your life. So if you're new here, be sure to hit the subscribe button for all that content and more. So I'm sure we can all agree it's been quite an eventful year this year. We've seen the repo rate being cut 3 times this year, bringing it to 3.75%. That obviously also affects the prime lending rate, which is now standing at 7.25%. So what does this actually mean for you and me, everyday people? So the repo rate is essentially the rate at which the banks borrow money from the Reserve Bank. So if the Reserve Bank starts charging banks more to actually borrow money, that means banks would also start charging their clients even more for them to lend money to their clients. So with the current repo rate cuts that have been happening, 2 classes of people are affected directly. So the people who have debt that is linked to the prime lending rate would have seen a change in terms of the installment amounts that are due, as well as the overall amount that they'll be paying in the long term with the current interest rate. If your debt is linked to the prime lending interest rate, that means whenever that prime lending interest rate changes, the payments that you pay are also changing. The upside with that is that when the interest rates are cut, you then get lower installments, you also lower the amount that you pay in interest. However, when the interest rates are raised, that means you pay even more for your debt. So those are things to keep in mind. And then there's the second group of people affected by the cut, which is my people, the savers. So with the savers, with the interest rate cut, that's not great news for us, because that means the interest that the banks pay for savings accounts or from savings accounts would also be lowered. But with that, there's also room for potential competition between the banks, because now they'll also be trying to increase the amount of deposits that they're getting. Remember, the banks use the deposits that we make to borrow people money. So if the banks are making less money borrowing people money, they'll be paying out less in interest to the savers. So that is all for this video, but there's definitely a lot more information that I can go into in terms of the prime lending rate, as well as the repo rate, as well as how it affects you and your debt and your savings account. So if you do want to know more information about that, please do leave a comment down below, and I will definitely be able to just jump into that on another video. But until I see you on my next video, it's bye for now.